Hey guys, Tony Tell like it is. Week 6 picks for the National Football League. Starting off with the Thursday night football game between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Doug Williams, head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, has a total of 25 victories, including the postseason. So that means that win number 26 for Doug Williams and the Philadelphia Eagles is going to come against Eli. It is Eli that equals 26 in gematria. Eli Manning's 43rd loss in the National Football League, I think. His 43rd loss against the NFC East, if you can see, is going to come against the current champion of the NFL, which is the Philadelphia Eagles. It is champion that equals 43. I think the Philadelphia Eagles are going to be a pretty easy pick for this week at the New York Giants. Falcons, Dirk Cutter is going to be one of these coaches. They're going to get fired. It's going to be Atlanta that's going to win this game. I don't want to talk about that too much. Now, I'd like to scroll up a bit and go to the Cardinals-Vikings game. Here, that's looking like it can be an upset, and to keep some teams a little bit closer in the standings. For the Cardinals, you're like, whoa, what's going on? But it is Cardinals that equals 36. Partially why I predicted Minnesota to beat the Eagles last week had to do with Kirk Cousins' total losses in the NFL as a starting quarterback. Finally, it wants to load. Okay, so here you can see Kirk Cousins can lose game number 36 as a quarterback against the Cardinals. It is Cardinals that equals 36. The Arizona Cardinals are the team wearing red. It is red that equals 27 in gematria. And for Kirk Cousins, scrolling down, he's going to remain at 27 wins on Sundays against the team wearing red. This may have a little bit to do with Larry Fitzgerald, number 11, returning back home, hence why he can lose game number 11 in October. This is one of these any given Sunday games here for Minnesota during this upcoming week. They got the Jets after that, but they go down to Arizona, and they would have to then begin their second half of the year against the Jets with the rookie quarterback and whatnot. San Diego and Cleveland. They're not really from LA, by the way. Going to the NFL standings. Once this is done loading, it's generally not this slow. I want the standings. Okay, so the Chargers are going to have a 3-3 record after losing at Cleveland. They lost against the Browns when they ended their winless streak. The Chargers have a 3-3 record. It's Baker Mayfield that's going to win. I thought Baker would end up picking that first win against Los Angeles. It actually happened last week, but here's why I thought he was going to do it last week. Because Baker in Los Angeles equal 37. But I find it funny that Baker Mayfield in gematria equals 112, and that Phillip Rivers, the quarterback of the San Diego Chargers, once this is done loading, of course, okay, Phillip Rivers has lost, or he has won a total of 112 games in the National Football League. That's going to remain at 112 after he faces Baker Mayfield. So I got the Browns, 3-3 record for the San Diego Chargers. It is Cleveland that equals 33. Indianapolis and Philadelphia are two of the biggest locks of the week. The Colts are going to beat the Jets. It is Andrew Luck that is going to win game number 45 after playing the New England Patriots. You know, win number 45 doesn't come against New England, but it comes right after facing New England. That's really the tricky thing about predicting the games sometimes, is that New England equals 45. Win number 45 is going to come after playing New England. And, you know, this game here would begin a Super Bowl run for Indianapolis. New York Jets, City of Atlanta equals 48. So I'm definitely keeping an eye out for that. Seahawks and the Raiders. Okay, I have the Oakland Raiders winning that game against the Seattle Seahawks. Number one, the Raiders are going to have a 2-4 record after this week after they face the Seahawks. Seahawks equals 24. This makes this a relatively very easy pick to make. And for Derek Carr, okay, here, let's see. I need to look for, yes, NFC, okay? NFC records are significant for AFC quarterbacks because they do not play them often. He's going to remain at 12 losses against the NFC, against the team that is known for their 12th man. Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders, they get the job done easily against Seattle. Panthers and the Redskins, I am going with the Redskins and quarterback Alex Smith to rebound. I correctly predicted the Saints to win tonight's game. It is Alex Smith that equals 39 in gematria. The key thing for Alex Smith has to do, I think, with his record on Sundays. Here. I don't know why this is all going out in sync. My connection is just so fucking slow for this video. This is not information overload here. How the hell do I push this page back? I'm going to reload this page again. Alrighty. He enters with 75 Sunday victories. It is Carolina Panthers that equals 75 in gematria. It is win number 53 at home that is going to occur for Alex Smith against the Carolina Panthers. This Super Bowl 53 is being hosted at Atlanta, and it is Cam Newton that is from the city of Atlanta. So I have the Washington Redskins rebounding this upcoming week. I see big things for the Redskins in the future, and, you know, Carolina with that close game against New York, I can very much see it happening. But for Cam Newton, he's going to lose game number 39 in the conference against Alex Smith. Alex Smith equals 39 in gematria. Bills and the Texans. The Bills are not that bad, although this is an easy part of their schedule. It is the Bills in gematria that equals 33, and it is Bills that equals 18. What I'm seeing for Deshaun Watson here is that, number one, is that okay. Once this is done loading. Okay. Deshaun Watson is going to lose game number 8 against the Bills. He'd have a 5-8 record. That's a lot like Freemasonry in gematria equaling 58. And don't forget that it is the Bills and it is Masonry that equal 33. That's what I'm seeing for this game here, is really a tribute to Freemasonry. And team records, The Bills are 2-3. They can be 3-3. It's a lot like the Bills in gematria that equals 33. And for the Houston Texans, they have a 2-3 record. They can easily play to be 3-3 against the Bills. But loss number 4 for Deshaun Watson is coming. The Texans winning 3 straight games. I really don't see that happening anyways. Like, you have to make the scripting and the games look like they're all realistic. So that's what I see happening here. Steelers and the Bengals. In gematria, it is Dalton that equals 66. Let me type it in. It is Dalton that equals 66. Ben Roethlisberger is going to remain at 66 losses against Andy Dalton. Win number 139 against a team with the Freemason gematria, because Freemasonry equals 139. It is Freemason, and it is Cincinnati that equals 96. A win for the NFL. You go to the AFC North. The Bengals are still on top in first place. The Steelers get back in it. The Browns are competitive. Everyone wins in the NFL when all the teams are in the playoff picture. So the Steelers got to win. And I'm going with the Pittsburgh Steelers for this upcoming week. Bears and the Dolphins. I'm going with the Miami Dolphins. Ryan Tannehill in a year to come back to some way make the playoffs. I have the Rams. I have the Ravens. I'm not going to cover these 2 games. Rams and the Broncos may be tricky, but I'm going with the Rams. The Rams may end up losing their first game against the Chiefs. It's looking more like it. I can see how they can script the games. So I'm going with the Rams there. I'm going with the Jaguars over the Cowboys. The Jaguars may be an upset alert. I really don't care if the Jaguars lose, since that's good for the Colts. But here I'm seeing Blake Bortles remaining at 4 wins against the NFC against number 4 Dak Prescott. And, the Dallas Cowboys, they're going to have support either way. But they have to talk about the Cowboys in a good light. So they're actually, I have to go with Jacksonville. Cowboys without Dez Bryant and all this, it may come back to haunt them. But I'm just going to be safe, and I'm going to go with Jacksonville. I have Kansas City beating New England. 49ers and the Packers. There's going to be plenty of time for Aaron Rodgers to recover. More numbers I'd have to look into is for the Broncos-Rams game, and maybe the Bears-Dolphins game as well, but I'm very confident in Miami. Here, that's going to be a Game of the Week video. I can post a Game of the Week video from last week. My iffy one is this one, but I'm going with Jacksonville. The rest of them, I'm pretty confident in.